Think about money for a moment. How do you see it? Is it something you work hard for, or does it come from family? Have you ever wondered if money is a bad thing? And if you spent most of your life trying to get more of it? Our thoughts about money often come from how we grew up, especially if money was tight at home, making us believe that being rich is out of reach. In this video, we are talking about just that, the idea of money, and what rich people do and think differently with their money that we don't. So, let's dive in. The first and foremost step towards financial freedom is understanding the concept of money. Society needs money to function. Money is not a bad thing. Once you understand its importance, you respect it, and then you develop a positive greed towards it. This means you do not harm others to get money. You work for it. You work really hard when you learn to respect money. Schools usually don't teach us much about money, which can leave us with wrong ideas that make it hard to be successful financially. Teachers teach you how to be good employees or slaves. Similarly, parents are protective of you and encourage you to play safe by taking a job. You have to seek out unconventional education from successful people by reading their books. By doing so, you will be better equipped to assess risk in business and the value of freedom to do whatever you want. Wealthy people don't buy liabilities such as mortgages, loans, or credit cards. They buy everything from cash. Liabilities are traps which make you pay more over a period of time. When you are struck in different liabilities over many years, you lose your freedom to think and build your own income-generating assets. You don't have time and money to think out of the box. You have to pay a fixed amount of money every month for 10 or 20 years. Value your time. Smartphone is the #1 consumer of your time in this day. Social media is addictive and reduces your thought process. Notifications of email, Facebook, Twitter, etc. is a huge distraction. 2 unknown people talking about politics or sports on social media doesn't add any value to either of them. It's a complete waste of time. You become more efficient when you get rid of your smartphone. Now think about time like it's a valuable thing you can get back. In a regular job, the money you get depends on the time you spend working. For example, if you make $20 per hour and work 40 hours a week, it would take almost 24 years to get $1 million. And that's not counting taxes, bills, and the fact that money doesn't buy as much after many years. The truth is, if you stick to a normal job, being rich might only happen when you're much older, and a lot of your time is already gone. You have to value your time to do something for yourself, or think about the road to success. All mainstream media have an agenda. Do not allow yourself to be brainwashed by it. You have to look at things objectively, without any preconceived notions about it. Media is readily available for you, but is not necessarily good for you. It only cares about ratings and advertising revenue. It is addictive. It tries to make you coming back for more. In a capitalist society, it's crucial to pay close attention and understand that chasing money alone may not lead to success. Instead, it's essential to grasp the rules of the game. You are paid in proportion to the perceived value you bring, and those who recognize and value your skills are the market, the consumers of the economy. Consider the example of football players being paid millions. People might complain about their salaries, but for players to earn that much, there must be a significant market demand for football. The market decides the value of a service or skill, and those at the top of their game are generously compensated because the market perceives high value in what they offer. The harsh reality is that in this equation, how hard you work doesn't always correlate with your income. For instance, a cleaner who works hard physically is paid less than an accountant sitting behind a desk. Why? It's about the perceived value. The market sees the cleaner's job as replaceable and less complex than the accountant's, leading to a difference in pay. Now, if getting a job is not the ultimate path to amassing wealth quickly, how can one increase their perceived value? The key is solving problems. People like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are successful because they have solved billion-dollar problems. Money flows to solutions that address significant issues, and by solving problems, one can create substantial wealth. If you've been chasing money without success, it might be time to shift your approach. Instead of seeking money directly, focus on identifying problems and, more importantly, finding solutions to those problems. The core idea is to start with a problem, listen to the needs and frustrations of the market, and then create a business around solving those issues. It's not about creating the next Amazon or Facebook. It's about starting small, addressing real problems, and building from there. The key is to break away from old patterns of thinking and embrace the mindset of problem solving as the pathway to financial success. Remember, it's not about your ego or what you're passionate about. It's about what the market needs. Once you find a solution, ensure that everyone in your market can access it. Once you have identified the problem and found a solution, you work really hard to build assets around that solution and sell your product or service. Do what you have to, even if it requires you to live and share an apartment for 15 years. You have to do more savings and reduce your liabilities. Building infrastructure involves a combination of factors, including frugality, smart financial choices, and the ability to live below your means. Creating a detailed budget and tracking expenses can help individuals identify areas where they can cut back without compromising their quality of life. Additionally, the habit of saving diligently plays a crucial role in building infrastructure. Automating savings by setting aside a percentage of income before handling bills or discretionary expenses contributes to long-term financial growth. Starting a restaurant might seem like a good idea, but there's something important to consider: scalability. If your restaurant is limited to a local area, you're constrained by the number of people around and the foot traffic in that specific location. On the other hand, a franchise has more scalability. It can expand to different places. On the other hand, if you are creating software, you can scale it infinitely online. You won't need to worry about production or shipping costs because everything happens virtually. Scaling your solution is vital, so don't overlook automation. Implementing systems and processes will keep your business running smoothly. If there's something in your business that can be outsourced or handled by someone else, consider it. You don't have to do everything yourself, and sometimes others can do a better job. Now, as your profitable business is running with the right systems and processes, it's time to reap the rewards. You might face two paths at this point: continue running your business or cash in and sell it. Some entrepreneurs choose to sell their businesses, like Instagram being acquired by Facebook or PayPal being sold to eBay. This is where all the effort you put into building your company pays off. If you decide to continue, there could be various reasons. Maybe you love the company you built, you believe you can add more value, or the business runs passively. Either way, you've solved the problem the market wanted solving, and you've been rewarded for it. High self-esteem is a valuable trait that goes beyond material possessions and outward displays of wealth. Self-made millionaires never flaunt success through luxury cars or extravagant jewelry. Instead, they understand that true self-esteem comes from the value they create, the impact he makes, and the positive difference he contributes to the world. Apart from that, they do not seek validation or self-esteem through material possessions. The secret here is self-esteem is not tied to displaying wealth or impressing others with material possessions. Rather, it is derived from personal achievements, self-worth, and the positive impact one has on others. When tempted to buy something solely for the purpose of impressing others, it's important to remember that true self-esteem comes from within. Focus on your own accomplishments and build your self-esteem from personal achievements, not external validations. Now, in the end, it wasn't just about the money. Money is just a piece of paper or a number on a screen. What you really wanted was freedom, the ability to do what you want without worrying about financial constraints. It's about the feeling of having control over your life. And there you have it, the ultimate secrets to financial freedom. Though we didn't cover all the intricacies of business, money, and entrepreneurship, we still tried to give you the ideals to begin with. Thank you so much for watching until the end.